Hi everybody, call me Frances. I am 48 years old. I am a single mother of 4 adult children. I've been single for decades, and first of all, this is not a medical advice, although I'm in a medical field and I focus on mental health, but that is not the point of this video. The point of this video has a multitude of reasons. First of all is to shine some light to people who might benefit in watching a video like this, empowering your thoughts, your mind, and where my own personal journey can lead your own way. And 4 weeks ago, I have seen my general practitioner, which I normally don't do as a regular individual. I'm a very healthy person. I take no medication. I do a lot of healthy practices, which includes eating healthy, stress relieving activities. I love nature. I love being around my pets and my family, and I see a lot of good things in life that keeps me healthy. I am 48 years old and have not been taken or receiving any medication 4 weeks ago. And so I saw my general practitioner 4 weeks ago after I have palpated a little node on my right breast. It was the first time. So I went ahead and see her, and she sent me for some tests, and I got it cultured. The biopsy was read by a pathologist. I got an MRI, and a week or two later after I've seen that doctor, I received a diagnosis of invasive ductal carcinoma, stage 1, on my right nodule breast. And in addition, I also would like to share that I am also BRCA1 2 years ago, and I had my fallopian tube removed and my cervix removed, but I personally choose to kept my ovaries at that surgery. And also, a few years ago, I've lost few family members on the same diagnosis. So it really run very high in my family. So the reason why I wanted to share this video is how I have navigated my personal journey on this after that diagnosis. So the first time I said to myself, if I will be hearing a negative diagnosis from the pathology test, I swear to myself that I'm not gonna cry. But that did not happen. That very first day, I bawled my eyes after I heard the diagnosis. And just like many of us, we become automatically deaf hearing an awful news. I said at that point, how could I possibly feel, see? It was an initial reaction, so I was crying. All my children came to me and embracing me, giving all their love and support and their promises. But then my head, the day after that, that's when I start using my head. And what do I mean by that? I'm a type of person that I try to understand what's happening. I'm not a typical thinker, but when I need to think of something, I focus my all to it. So I start looking at the diagnosis to understand the diagnosis, because that's where we all need to start, understanding what's going on in order for us to make those choices on how to respond, on how to make plans, but best of all, on how we can win a battle. So I look into research by best and top surgeons and hospitals, so understand my own um, situation, so I can address it with the doctors that I will be meeting, which I have met in oncology. I personally advise that you find doctors that you can work with who has the same mindset, who has the same track of thoughts and beliefs that you can work with. Because I have learned from this diagnosis that this is a battle. And the beauty of this is you're not going to be alone in this battle. I personally had so much battles in my life that brought me in where I am right now. And I love every moment of where I am right now and still loving it. And the beauty of this disorders that you're not alone. And this is a very, very common diagnosis that this medical world has already made a standard of care. What do I mean by a standard of care? Again, this is not a medical advice. This is not my specialty. But a standard of care is there's plan A, plan B, plan C, category 1, category 2, category 3. And where would you fall? There already are pathways, and where one will take, one will get. And working with a breast surgeon, an oncologist, or maybe a dietitian or a support system, they already made this like an organized team, an organized treatment plan for you. So the most important thing is catching the diagnosis right on the very heart. So the first few experiences that I had, which I again would like to share in this, is every time I would go to a clinic for a test, I normally would present, myself, and the first thing that a nurse or clerk would hand us is our gown. And a client gown, a patient gown, you put in a room by yourself. And that's when I start to realize that it doesn't matter who we are, what we have become. It feels to me that when I will change from my personal clothes and I have to take off all possible jewelries, pins, hair, whatever you have in your body, and put on that simple patient gown, I feel like this is a time that I become powerless in many ways, that I'm not in control. I feel stripped down. And it's weakening to feel that way. I have a very strong faith that led me to where I am right now, which I love every moment of me, and every single bit of me is because of my faith. At that moment, when about to enter an MRI room, I was putting my gown, and I said to my higher spirit, my higher God, my higher power, and my all, I said, well, I felt so stripped down. And naked, but I give it all to you. This body, this me, this self, is your creation. And I did everything that I could to take care of me. So it is your turn to take care of me. But I'm choosing to be happy. If the moment I will face in every part and every journey of this will be the last, but I'm choosing to be happy. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice that we make. Immortality is definite, and I'm making that choice to be happy every moment. It is my responsibility to myself. First is to stay strong, get your grounds together, get every hope and positivity that you could get from people around you who supports you. And if people around you, no matter what your relationship is with them, and does not support you and make it easy for you, then I'd say you have to just focus on yourself. This is a battle, and it's a promised possibility that you're gonna get out of this. It's one of those things that I said to myself, if I have to be physically weak, if I'm gonna lose my hair as promised as the medication, this is, by the way, after my first dose last week, I got my first chemo dose, and prior to that chemo dose, I already chopped my hair. I have it all the way here. I found a place where I can get it trimmed, and I'm loving every bit of it. I just want to share that. You can do it. We can all do it. It's just a matter of making those choices that we can, attitude. That you can keep on enlightening not just yourself but others. There are authors and great people who said you have to write down the journey of your own life, and I think in this world one of those greatest things that we can have is taping, recording, and sending out love for everybody that can benefit from our own journey. And I hope my journey can help you. I'll be posting more about my journey, and I hope this can empower you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.